Hello everyone. In this lesson I'm going to show you how to create pivot charts in Excel. In the last lesson we created our pivot table, and then we have a pivot table here. In this example I will show you how you can add pivot chart to your pivot table. To do that, once your pivot table is created, here you will see pivot table tools, and then it has two ribbons: analyze and design. So under analyze you would see several options, and when you come to this tools panel here you will see pivot chart. It says insert a pivot chart tied to the data in this pivot table. So once you click on it, then the type of chart you want to insert will appear, and then you select which of the charts do you want. So for this example I'll select clustered column, and then I click OK. So I have my pivot chart here, which is generated from this pivot table, and we have the sum of revenue, we have the filter here, and we are filtering using the product category. So whatever you do on your pivot table will also affect your pivot chart. For instance, if I click on this drop down arrow and then decide to view information for just 3 product types, I'll select this and then click the 3 product types I want to check for, click OK. You would notice that the same thing happened on our pivot chart. So using whatever happens on our pivot table will also be reflected on our pivot chart. Also, you can also customize your pivot chart just like we have it in when we did Excel chart. You can add axis, you can add axis title, you can add chart title, you can add data labels, grid lines, legend and thread line, as the case may be. Also, you would notice that what we have here is sum of revenue. If you double click on you right click on it, you can remove it here, okay, or you can change the value field setting either to average or count or whatever you want it to display. So let's change it to average, and then you will notice on our pivot table we have average revenue, and then on our pivot chart we have average revenue. Just like the same way we are filtering by product category on our pivot table, here also on our pivot chart we can also filter by product category. So once you click on this, let's assume we want to see for accessories alone, click on accessories and then click OK. We don't have information for accessory for the product type selected. So let me just click on this and select all, so that information for accessories can come up. So these are the accessories, because we have filtered by accessories, and these are the accessories that we have in our data set. So basically your pivot chart, your pivot table controls your pivot chart and vice versa. In the next example we are going to wrap up with pivot chart, and then we see how we can create dashboard in Excel. Thank you.